Hi, my name is Dana Newman, and I am Chief Sales and Marketing Officer at United Mail. What makes us unique is our nimble and flexible approach to finding solutions. We are great at handling complex data, and we do this through secure and audited data security platforms. We do our best work when clients bring us to the table early because it helps us keep you out of trouble by finding and advising on the most efficient ways to produce your work. Whether that's an omni-channel acquisition campaign, check printing, or a HIPAA-compliant mandated mailing, and everything in between. Basically, it's our job to make your job easier. And our favorite way of doing this is through automation. We love automation. It is the primary driver for how we uncover every possible opportunity to maximize your budget while getting you the response and the results you need to grow your business. United Mail is mail and so much more.
Hello and welcome. We are here at Noré Bar in Nulu celebrating the Addie Awards 2021. And man, what a year has it been. The last year has been insane. Let me tell you this. First of all, first time I've worn pants in almost a calendar year. And I said, please make sure the shot is wide enough so you can see that I'm wearing pants because this effort cannot go unnoticed. I don't know about you, but like leaving the house is a whole production now. It's like when I first had kids and you have to pack the diaper bag. I feel like that. I have to rethink every single thing I put in my pocket or every single thing I put in a bag to make sure I have it because I'm used to everything I own being in the space that I am in. So it was an adjustment. What I'm saying is I'm a hero for being here tonight. You're welcome. Wow. Let's just talk about the last time I was in a karaoke bar. March 13th, 2020. Yeah, living on the edge. Living on the edge. It was my birthday party and it had gotten canceled. We were supposed to do something. My wife still hasn't told me what we were supposed to do. Apparently it was amazing. That didn't happen. Instead, we decided to live dangerously. We're like, listen, if we're going out, the 5 of us that are still brave enough, we're going to go out singing Hall & Oates and trying not to throw up from cheap beer. So we did it. We survived. I'm here to say, I'm not sure the microphones from that night survived because they were dunked in Lysol so much. Like it was the only time I've ever taken someone else's property and just like destroyed it with a can of aerosol. So I apologize to that bar. They would not let us in, but Noré Bar did. So it was very nice. Thank you to Noré Bar for letting us be here tonight. And I got to say, when they asked me, will you host the Addie Awards again, Brian, I said, absolutely. Because if there is anyone that deserves to be honored after the year that we've just had, I mean, besides like EMS and first responders and grocery store workers and Joe Biden and Kamala Harris and racial, social activists and parents with toddlers and parents with teenagers and people doing NTI, teachers. Besides all of those people, advertising people deserve to be honored. Because let me just tell you, you guys have had the tough gig of having to convince everybody else that the year wasn't as bad as it was. You've been having to help brands make something out of this dumpster fire we've been living through, right? And I gotta say, hats off to you. I mean, a year ago, did you even know the term unprecedented, let alone know how to spell it? I bet you didn't. And I know you've had more than enough times where you've been in a creative meeting via Zoom and there's somebody and you're having to walk them through how to unmute themselves. Congratulations to you. Congratulations to you. And I mean, how many times did you get that call from your boss and you had to work on that creative brief at midnight and you'd been drunk since 3 o'clock? I mean, now of course that was probably happening before the pandemic, let's be honest. But anyway, we're here to celebrate you. Very literally, we are here to celebrate you tonight. So let's get it started. Without further ado, welcome to the 2021 Addie Awards.
We begin the awards presentation this evening with our Silver Addie winners in the Sales and Marketing category, sponsored by United Mail. Our first professional silver in the Point of Purchase category is Vivid Impact for Bullet and Beer Hitchhiker. The next silver goes to Leap Agency in Magazine Design for Logic and Magic, the Experience issue. Leap Agency also earns silver in Magazine Design for Logic and Magic Magazine Ship It. For direct marketing and specialty advertising in the collateral category, Leap Agency wins silver for Logic and Magic magazine, Ship It. In the collateral category for brand elements, Via Studio wins silver for Escher Grotesque. Now for our gold winners in sales and marketing. The first gold Addie goes to Leap Agency in the direct mail category for Logic and Magic, the Experience issue, and Leap also wins gold in direct mail for Logic and Magic magazine, Ship It. The final gold in sales and marketing goes to Via Studio for Spelling Bee posters in the special event materials category. In sales and marketing, we have 2 entries that are eligible for the People's Choice Award. In the direct mail category, Leap Agency's entry, Logic and Magic magazine, Ship It, is eligible for the award. And in the special event materials, Spelling Bee posters from Via Studios is also up for the People's Choice Award. Make sure to pay attention as we announce the remaining eligible entries throughout the program. Brian?
Part of the reason we're here tonight is to celebrate our colleagues, right? The people that we have worked with, the people that we've been around. And let me tell you, this year has changed the way we interact with our colleagues. Am I right? I actually saw for the first time a few people that I work with at a charity drive, like around the holidays. I hadn't seen them in most of the year. And I really honestly didn't recognize them because the only frame of reference that I'd had for them for the last several months was gone. So when you're in public, the irony is you cover up the only thing you see when you're not in public, which is right here. So I was like, listen, if I'm going to know that's Kelsey for sure, I'm going to need her to say unprecedented because that's the only way I know anybody anymore. But it's funny. It's changed also like how we think about relationships and what we know about people. I was talking to this guy the other day and he was like, yeah, man, I know this is kind of not cool, but I think I'm really into one of my colleagues, one of my coworkers. I was like, really? I was like, what is it? You know, that's kind of cool, man. Like, what is it that you like about her? And he's like, dude, I want to make a panini on those stainless steel countertops. And I was like, is that a double entendre? He's like, no, I really want to be in her kitchen, dude. Her kitchen is sweet. Have you seen that? I mean, that is the life we're living. And that is the thing that you're selling, right? It's you selling those countertops that's making a difference in people's lives now. So let's get back to the awards.
Next, we have 1 winner in the out-of-home and ambient media category. In the poster campaign category, Mightily wins Gold Addie for McAtee and Taylor posters. We want to recognize Mightly's entry, McAtee and Taylor posters, as a nominee for the People's Choice Award. Next are the silver winners in the online and interactive category, sponsored by Business First. Our first student award goes to Susan Palman from the University of Louisville, who receives silver award in the website category for Onward Together. Moving to the professional silver award winners, Doe Anderson receives silver Addie in consumer website for Bubba's 33 website. Leap Agency also receives silver in consumer website for Kalamazoo Outdoor Gourmet. The next silver award in the social media category goes to Mightily for Hosperus Social Campaign. Also for social media campaign, Leap Agency wins a silver Addie for Deep Eddy Vodka Ruby Red. The next silver award goes to Nimbus for the social media campaign, Jack Apple Hispanic Heritage Month. And the final silver Addie goes to, in the online interactive category, goes to Nimbus for Jack Apple Hispanic Heritage Month in branded content and entertainment. And now, the gold winners in the online interactive category. Doe Anderson earns a gold award in the consumer website for Baker's Bourbon website, and Via Studio wins a gold in advertising industry self-promotion online interactive for Via Studio Star Chart. Congratulations from Business First to all of the online interactive awards winners. Now, we want to recognize the silver professional winner in the film, video, and sound category. Mightily wins silver in the local television advertising single spot 30 seconds for Park Community Credit Union Matt Ad. The next silver award in local television advertising in the campaign category goes to Scopecchio for KCTCS Real World TV campaign. In the regional national television commercial category, Doe Anderson receives Silver Addie for KY Proud Farmers Market TV. Doe Anderson also wins silver for Connect Relaunch Balloons 60-second TV and for Connect We Know 60-second TV. Also, in the regional national television campaign category, Red 7E earns a Silver Addie for We Know Kentucky TV campaign. In the internet commercial category, Hatfield Media wins silver for Race for Grace video promo. The last silver award in film, video, and sound goes to Videobread in the advertising industry self-promotion category for Videobread Stay Home. Moving to the gold Addie winners for film, video, and sound. Red 7E wins gold in regional national television advertising for Sticky Notes TV.
Sticky notes are part of our daily lives, and people have found some pretty creative uses for them. As Kentucky's insurance company, we appreciate the resourcefulness and the fact that billions of sticky notes are made each year right here in the Commonwealth. And we think that's something Kentuckians find pretty noteworthy. Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance, big on commitment.
Clayton and Kroom earns gold Addie in the internet commercial category for leather to 500,000 face shields.
We are Clayton and Kroom. In the last 14 days, we went from making leather bags, belts, and wallets to this.
Over the past month, the world got turned on its head, and so did we.
What once was a busy workshop is now this.
We didn't know what to do.
But we had to do something.
That's when we had an idea.
4 feet. You guys had an idea?
Scopecchio receives a gold award in audio-visual sales presentation for Glenn Glassaw tasting video.
On the crescent beach of Sandend Bay stands a reawakened distillery, producing a whiskey whose essence is shaped by land and sea. Glenglassaugh is inspired by the Scottish elements. And when you pair Glenglassaugh with other authentic Scottish flavors, you'll embark on a seaside adventure. When Glenglassaugh Revival is paired with a creamy sea salt fudge, it creates a silky texture on the palate, taking you from caramel notes to espresso coffee, and finishing with subtle hints of sea air. Pair Glenglassaugh Evolution with a Scottish tablet. It's a Scottish sweet that will bring immediate notes of sea breeze to the whiskey. Then you'll notice tropical fruits. This is due to the unique process in which we age our whiskey in Tennessee casks. Glenglassaugh Torfa has notes of bonfire smoke and fresh sea air. And when paired with peppermint bark, you'll add buttery notes with mint crunch, all combining to finish softly with warming vanilla spice. Allow a taste of Glenglassaugh to transport you to the seaside of Scotland, where we use the elements to craft a flavour as unique as the area itself. Glenglassaugh, a whiskey shaped by land and sea.
Hatfield Media wins a gold Addie in the music video category for You Don't Want These Cards.
these cars. You don't want 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 these cars.
And our final gold Addie in the film, video, and sound category goes to Nimbus in the branded content and entertainment campaign category for Gentleman Jack Culture Shakers.
A cocktail can be a monument. A cocktail is a poem you can taste. A cocktail is a 5 cents address to joy. The taste, the touch, the scent, the sound, the sight of joy. It can be a taste narrative. It can be a visual narrative. A cocktail is a work of art. And no one does it better than the amazing Black and brown bartenders who are moving through this world, shaking up culture now like they shook up culture then.
We also want to recognize You Don't Want These Cards from Hatfield Media as a nominee for the People's Choice Award. Congratulations to all our winners in this category. Ryan?
Congratulations to everybody who has won so far. And for all of those, you're still sitting on your fingers on your couch. We're about to find out a whole lot more. Also, you know, a shout out to everybody who has no idea what you do for a living that lives with you that's watching some of this right now, right? You're in your house and your kids are wandering up and they're like, wait, a rap song? That's what you do? Yeah, that's what I do. I'm that cool. So speaking of that, this whole business of the last year has really made us really get to know the people we live with, right? In ways that you never thought possible. For instance, my wife of getting close to 2 decades, one of the strongest women I've ever met, no lie. And I know she's watching, but still, I will not back down from that statement. I will say she overcame a bummer childhood. She's broken the glass ceiling. She is, you know, beats a chronic disease on a daily basis. But if you get her near middle school math homework, that's her kryptonite. She can't do it. It's like at some point I fear that someone's going to find her and be like, oh, this woman was practically a superhero. What did her in? We think it was pre-algebra. Too many exponents. And then I'll just be left there going, why? And they'll be like, that's what she was asking. I promise, no more math jokes. That's just to make you thankful that we get to go back to the awards. You're welcome. Back to the awards.
Next are the winners in cross-platform, sponsored by Business First. Starting with the student Addie winners. Olivia Allison from the University of Louisville wins a silver Addie for Identity Manual, Vision University. The next student silver goes to Jefferson Richardson from the University of Louisville for Brand Standard Terramac. And also from the University of Louisville, Aryan Schofield wins a silver student award for Identity Systems Rural King. Now for the professional winners in cross-platform. The first silver award in the Integrated Brand Identity Campaign category goes to Atria Senior Living for Atria Newport Beach Brand Identity. Via Studio also wins silver in Integrated Brand Identity Campaign for Revelry Boutique and Gallery Rebrand. And the final silver in the cross-platform category is Field Trip for AIGA Louisville 2019 Awards Ads. We have one student gold award in the cross-platform category, which goes to Susan Palman from the University of Louisville for Best Foot Forward. Now it's time for Elements of Advertising and our Silver Award winners. Beginning with the Student Silver Awards, For cinematography, Charity Kharkov from the Ivy Tech Sellersburg University earns a silver award for Sixpence. Joseph Cahill from Jefferson Community and Technical College wins a silver in illustration for Marshall McNew type poster. Amadea Schenk from Jefferson Community and Technical College wins a silver Addie in illustration for Keep Digging. Also in the illustration category, Rachel Fryer from Ivy Tech Sellersburg earns silver for Eric Andre typographic portrait. For black and white photography, Ong U from Ivy Tech Sellersburg receives a silver award for At Home. Cassandra Bays, also from Ivy Tech Sellersburg, wins a silver student Addie in art direction for Heirloom Herbal Tea brand standards. From the University of Louisville, Susan Palman earns silver in art direction for Crescendo. Moving to our professional Addie silver winners. Mightily receives a silver Addie in digitally enhanced photography campaign for New Directions Photography. In the same category, Via Studio earns a silver for Mr. Boston Cocktail Photography. For art direction, Leap Agency wins a silver award for Deep Eddie Vodka Ruby Red. In computer-generated imagery, Scopecchio receives silver for GEA Laundry CGI. Now, for the Gold Student Award winners and elements of advertising, from Jefferson Community and Technical College, Amadeus Schenk receives a gold award in single illustration for Halloween at Home. And Amadea earns gold in illustration campaign for Monstrously Good Times. The final gold student Addie in this category goes to Ong U from Ivy Tech Sellersburg in black and white photography for Under the Bridge. Moving to the professional gold winners in the elements of advertising category, Mightily earns a gold Addie in illustration series for McAtee and Taylor illustrations. Doe Anderson wins gold in digital creative technology, GPS, and location technology for Baker's Single Barrel Journey. And the final gold Addie in the elements of advertising category goes to Field Trip in the infographic category for Genetech Infographic. Congratulations to all of our elements of advertising winners. And we want to announce that the final entry eligible for the People's Choice Award is Genetech Infographic from Field Trip.
How we doing? Snack check, drink check, everybody good? We're getting there, we're getting through this. And we're getting through the larger issues, right? I think, maybe we can see some light at the end of the tunnel, and very soon we will all show up for a happy hour and we'll all hug each other. Well, I don't know, will we hug each other? How long is it gonna take for us to all decide to hug each other? Well, at least elbow bump again in person. And it'll be really nice. Looking forward to that. I do actually honestly worry a little bit about what this is doing to our social skills and our social interactions, and like it's going to be a tough road back. When I showed up and I saw Allison Dealey today, I didn't say hi. I said, "Can you hear me? Hey, can you hear me? Hey, can you hear me?" And she was like, "Dude, I can hear you. Stop." Actually, so true. This is 100% true. I moved recently. My house, like a lot of you, right? It's like all of a sudden you realize you've been home for a year and you're like, this house is not big enough and my family's annoying. Please, please someone help. So we moved to a new place and I was putting stuff up in a studio for myself. And I was like, man, where's that really cool limited edition concert poster that I have? And I couldn't find it. And I was looking and looking and looking and went through boxes and I was like, I don't remember seeing it in the move. And I was like, was that at an, I know the last place I saw it was at an office I worked in a couple of years ago. Did I leave it there? I'm losing my mind. Literally looked for it for 30 minutes And at the end of the 30 minutes, sat down, like took a deep breath, that stuff they teach you to do like in elementary school about, okay, so think through the problem. And I start to think through the problem and I realize, okay, so I had it here. Where would I have taken it? And that's when I remembered that I have an office, like in a building on Broadway that I completely, totally forgot. That's the most 2020, 2021 story that I have. And that's where my stuff is, though I'm not allowed to go there right now, but hopefully sometime soon. So let's wrap this thing up. Thank you so much for being part of the ad community. And I'm going to kick it back to John to take us home.
The final category of the night is new to the American Advertising Awards this year. We have one silver award winner in the political advertising category. Mightily wins silver in political integrated campaign for Bashir poster and candles campaign. All of the work tonight that you've seen has made its way to production, except the winner of our next award, the one that got away. This is a local only award that was introduced as a way to allow our members to showcase work they're incredibly proud of, but just didn't happen. Because this is a local award and the work hasn't actually been produced, the winner can't move on to the district level of the American Advertising Awards, but our judges still deemed it award worthy. We had some great entries this year, but we can only have one winner. This year's winner of the One That Got Away award is Field Trip for Lumidic ID brand identity. Congratulations. The Culturally Legit Award is a local only award that was created by the AAF-Louisville's Diversity and Inclusion Committee. Its goal is to help level the playing field for marketing and advertising work created for multicultural and diversity-minded campaigns and initiatives. First and foremost, the submission must be original, an innovative idea at its core, and directed at its audience with a clear, creative message. In addition, it must be a depiction of holistic communities that genuinely perceive today's dynamic and multidimensional society. Please join us in congratulating the 2021 winner of the Culturally Legit Award, mightily, for McAtee and Taylor posters. This year, we are excited to share with you the judges' reactions to the Culturally Legit Award-winning entry.
Congrats to the team behind this beautiful, beautiful piece of work. Obviously, this specifically spoke to a moment that we're in, but also felt timeless. I think the whole idea that we have lost people to racism, and that it's on us to take action, or there's going to be more names, is a really powerful CTA. So I just thought the execution of this was really beautiful. It definitely feels compelling in this moment. And I also loved the fact that this is a print medium and that you use the texture of the tearing paper, really leaning into the medium itself. And that just felt really nice to me. So anyway, this is beautiful work and definitely, unfortunately, so timely. So congratulations.
Hi, my name is Joseph Nuther, and it was a pleasure to be a judge serving to review the work from Louisville in 2020. And one of the pieces that really stood out and really had an impact not only on me, but on the rest of the judges was the work for combating racism. The McAtee and Taylor posters, such brilliant pieces of work. And I think for me, what made them brilliant was in their fortitude and simplicity, and in their art. They had some powerful things to say. And that's always been the power of design throughout history. There's certainly a great discourse in posters going back decade after decade, calling attention to things in society that must change. And I think this work, so sublime in its approach. It's beautiful, it's brilliant, and it's empathetic. It was, without fail, one of the obvious choices for this award. And I'm proud that we as a judging group bestowed it to you. I hope the soul and spirit doesn't go unnoticed and does actually change the world and change hearts and minds.
To present the Judges' Choice Awards, please welcome to the stage AAF-Louisville's American Advertising Awards Vice President, Emily Tucker.
Thank you, John. Each of our judges selected one student and one professional entry for special recognition. These pieces, which earned a Judge's Choice Award, stood out to the judges for their overall excellence. For this year's program, each judge wanted to share directly what made their selection stand out. We will be sharing those videos following each award announcement. Our first Student Judge's Choice Award goes to Ava Becker from the University of Louisville for her entry, Dalla Sparkling Water.
Hello, I'm Joseph Nuther, and I just want to talk a little bit about Dalla Spring Water. This is a piece of work that I wanted to sort of hold up and just recognize for what it is. And what it is a absolutely extraordinary piece of conceptual thinking alongside design. I loved this piece and I loved the system because it was smartly executed and because it showed restraint. You obviously went through a good edit process on this as well. The illustrations, the amalgams that were inspired by Scandinavian pattern were so well executed and rendered. The can designs themselves, beautifully rendered, very simple, but bold in their simplicity. And in the end, all of it very consistent with your concept. And that's such a hard thing to teach. And that's why it's something that for me, I wanted to recognize. You know, if I recall what I was doing at that time, I would say that my biggest issue was always in the edit, putting too much in, having too many ideas, and if it's on the design side, rendering too many things or adding too many things. And the fact that you're able to edit that down to what it is and show that kind of restraint is absolutely amazing. I know you're going to be successful in the future, and I can't wait to see what other work you're going to do. I just want to say, great job. And this is a fan letter to you, and best of luck in the competition at district and maybe even national as well.
Congratulations to our second Student Judge's Choice recipient, Amadeus Shank from Jefferson Community and Technical College for Monstrously Good Times posters.
Monstrously Good Time was my judge's choice for the student entry. It caught my eyes right away. I love the texture, the vintage look, the detail, and the overall humor of the illustration. And it looked like a professional work. Congrats.
We are excited to share our third Student Judge's Choice Award winner, Charity Karkoff from Jefferson Community and Technical College for Sixpence.
All right, I'm here to give my Judge's Choice pick for the student category, which is a category I love viewing, love seeing the work that up and coming future advertising creative professionals like yourselves can accomplish with very little experience and still knock it out of the park. And that is exactly what this student entry did for me. And my Judge's Choice for the student category was Sixpence. I loved it. It's as good as anything I could see getting done from somebody my level. It was well shot. There was a hauntingness to the song that really captured the mood of the video, of the film that you did. The fades, the imagery, the editing of it was just top notch. And especially in a category for students. You did a great job, and I hope that this was just the first jumping off point for a long career where you'll get to do a lot of videos like this, or commercials, or I don't care, whatever. If you go into film, you really impressed me, and hats off to you. Good job, and don't give up, keep going.
And our fourth and final Student Judge's Choice Award winner is Susan Palman from the University of Louisville for Onward Together.
Hi there, my name is Laurel Stark-Achman, and I am a freelance writer and creative director based in San Francisco in the Bay Area, Silicon Valley. I'm also an ex-advertising instructor at the Academy of Art University in San Francisco, so I especially loved seeing all the student work. So my favorite piece of student work is Onward Together. And I fell in love with this piece because it felt really timely for the time that we're in right now. The whole idea of being a part, but also a collective. And I loved kind of like the nuance and the opportunity that the story built to kind of play in that theme. It felt very timely. I also thought the illustrations were really beautiful and that you guys did a really great job of showing your understanding for narrative storytelling in the digital space. And kind of as my own aside, this really reminded me of my own time in advertising school when I was feeling really pulled to work in the digital space because of all the opportunity that lay in digital storytelling. And I felt like that was really where my heart was calling me. And this kind of reminded me of that, why I got into this industry. And so I'm just really excited to see where you guys go. I thought this work was really professional. It showed a good understanding of experience design and illustration and narrative. And I think you guys did an excellent job, and I can't wait to see what you guys do next. Congratulations.
Congratulations to our student winners. Moving to our professional Judges' Choice winners, congratulations go to Leap Agency for Kalamazoo website.
Hello, I'm Joseph Nuther. I had a pleasure to judge AAF-Louisville 2020. One of the reasons it was such a pleasure was because I came across Kalamazoo Gourmet website. This site, to quote you, when I started going through this, the rest of the world just disappeared. I've been a part of some large-scale website development projects in the past, especially ones that combine sort of the marketing engagement piece with an e-commerce piece. And it is very, very hard to sustain and be very consistent across the board with the tone, the look and feel, the style, the polish that you all were able to do with this website. I have the absolute pleasure to name this as a Judge's Choice for me because of that. To be able to bring teams together to do this, both on the agency side and on the client side, to be able to marry exquisite assets. These are just absolutely beautiful video and photographic still shots with your talent, with the products. Just an amazing accomplishment to see. And it was very, for me, often you're sort of looking at the things that speak to you. In my 20 plus years of doing this, we do a lot of development work. And when I see something like this, my hat's off to you guys. I wish you the best of luck at district and national. And I hope you get the credit and recognition that you deserve for this website. It was phenomenal. If you do want to use any of my sound bites, I would be happy to take any of these grills home. It's incredible. You all did really well here. Cheers.
Congratulations to our second Judge's Choice recipient, Via Studio, for Spelling Bee posters.
Spelling Bee poster series is my pick for the Judge's Choice. If I saw this on the street, I would actually stop and appreciate all the work that has gone into the poster. I would zoom into all the illustration and typography details. I also appreciate the fact that it's not following the current design trend, and I think it's very unique and one of the kind. Congrats.
Our next Judge's Choice Award winner is Videobread for Algier, Hot Air and Cold.
I was not expecting it, which is what really made me have some heart for it. It's in a category that frankly be quite dry and boring, and this was anything but. And I give a lot of kudos to the client for seeing the brilliance and the brains behind it. I really liked it, and I really hope that it did really well for the client and hopefully for your agency as well. Good job.
Congratulations to our final Judge's Choice winner, Red 7E, for the Bundle Couple video campaign.
I just loved this campaign. Every single piece that kept coming got me giggling. I thought the writing was just excellent. I thought the casting was great. And the acting, like the little nuances, I thought really, really, really made this campaign super special. Felt based in human truth. And hats off to the writers, especially on this team. I thought you guys nailed it.
Congratulations to all of our Judge's Choice winners. Now, before we announce the student and professional best of show winners, we want to take a moment and remind you of the entries that are eligible for this year's People's Choice Award. In the direct mail category, Logic and Magic Magazine, Ship It. In the special events materials, spelling bee posters. In the poster campaign category, McAtee and Taylor posters. In music video, You Don't Want These Cards. And in the infographic category, Genentech infographic. In just a moment, you will see the ballot displaying all 5 entries pop up on your screen. You'll have just 1 minute to cast your vote. We will be announcing the results after revealing our student and professional best of show winners. Thank you for voting. And now we are excited to announce our best of show winners. First, our student best of show. That award goes to Ong U from Ivy Tech Community College, Sellersburg for Under the Bridge in the black and white photography category.
There were so many great choices this year, but the winner of the best show goes to Under the Bridge. It was just very powerful photography, and I love the perspective that it was shot on, the emotion it brought, and I'm just glad I'm not competing with the student this year.
You students made this very difficult on us judges. The amount of talent that was on display, the commitment to craft blew us away, and it was very difficult to figure out who we wanted to award best of show to. Let me tell you, Under the Bridge, this photograph, this composition, sublime. The fact that it came from a student is unbelievable, and I just want to say I'd love to know who it is. And I'd love to follow your career as you go. In fact, it'd be great to be able to even collaborate with you. I'll tell you some of the things I loved about it. First of all, the leading lines. It's just an exquisite and perfect composition. The fact that you brought us to sort of eye level with the subject matter, you treated the subjects with respect. And in many ways, sort of, I said this to the judges, I felt like in many ways you held them up, not only with respect, but you almost casted the sense that, they're carefree, worry-free, obviously in a situation where they might have some concerns, and it almost threw itself back at society and all of us sort of with our own worries, and it leveled the playing field a little bit. The sky being exposed properly, shadows being great, mid-levels, highlights, it all just worked wonderfully well together. And for that, you win best of show. Best of luck in the future, and best of luck going into districts and maybe even nationals.
Your piece of work, Under the Bridge, is a beautiful photograph, and wow, just a really powerful piece. I kept on coming back to it over and over again and marveling at the use of light, the use of perspective, and just recognizing how much skill it took to create this piece. That was really impressive to me. But I think what also touched me so much more than just the skill was the concept and the idea of what you captured, which lay just under that. And that was this idea that the way that we think of homeless people is in a different light now. And that this photograph kind of challenged the norms and kind of these outdated narratives that we have about these people and what they must be going through. And that was really powerful to me personally, because I have 2 siblings that are homeless. And it also just struck me as exactly the kind of storytelling that we need to be doing more of in this time. And the fact that you're a student and doing this quality of work, wow. I mean, I really can't wait to see what you do when you're a professional. Congratulations.
Congratulations, Ong U. And now the professional best of show winner. We are pleased to announce the 2021 American Advertising Awards Best of Show winner is Doe Anderson for Baker's Single Barrel Journey.
Congrats to the Baker's Bourbon team on a beautiful website and winning Best of Show. I just loved, as a digital person, I loved how simple and how elegant this execution was and how well done it was. Just a touch of motion, really engaging, really pulled you into the story. It really honestly felt surprising that I hadn't seen this from a bigger brand. So I just loved that it was more of a niche company doing something really engaging online. And I think you guys nailed it. It's a really beautiful piece of work. Congrats.
Baker's Single Barrel Journey didn't feel like a typical website. It made the whole experience feel like a really fun game as you're learning about the product. I also love the idea of rolling barrel back and forth as you're navigating the website and all the fun typography and infographic appearing in and out.
Hi, all the judges were asked to comment on the best of show for this year's Louisville Addies, and I'm going to do that now. Congratulations, Baker's Single Barrel Journey, for winning that honor. It was well deserved. We all thought it was just one of the best executions we've seen in a long time, and in a category that usually is not as lauded or embraced online like that as a web page. But instead of just creating a interesting, visually exciting website for bakers, you guys went the extra mile, and probably more than a mile, because it looks like a barrel takes quite a journey from beginning to end. It was engaging. I'm a bit of a nerd that way. When I order something, it's really nice to know the origin story. I'll follow a UPS truck around my neighborhood to see every step of the way before it finally gets to my house. So you can see I appreciated this, and I'm sure if anybody in this category, any bourbon drinker, just geeked out about this execution. It made me want to go buy a bottle, and I haven't yet, but I plan on it, and I'm excited to see the journey of that bottle. Again, great job. Where it could have probably been easy enough to just do a nice website, you guys really put in the effort. The creative execution, it was just really well done. And again, congratulations on Best in Show. Extremely well deserved.
Hello, I'm Joseph Nuther, and it was a thrill to be able to judge for AAF-Louisville. One of the reasons why it was a thrill is because I was able to take a look at Baker's Bourbon's website, and this website was phenomenal. I am a fan of bourbon. I am a fan of exquisite design and typography, and I am a fan of wonderful digital experiences. And you really got me on this one. All of us felt like you showed up some of the bigger brands that are out there, but the ability to be able to go through and put your number in and sort of learn all about the aging process, getting all those data points, the coldest day, the hottest day, what it went through, it was just incredible. And not only was the data interesting and the experience interesting, but it's so well designed in the process. And not just in that interactive area, but also across the website. The use of video, the use of sublime animations. It was just an incredible digital experience, and you guys should be super proud of the work you did. And I am super proud that this group of judges came together and felt like you all deserved Best of Show. Amazing work. I'm hoping to rip it off soon. No, kidding. No, amazing work, and best of luck in districts and hopefully national. And until then, cheers.
Congratulations, Doe Anderson. And another round of congratulations goes to all of our 2021 American Advertising Award winners. Brian whipped it out of here trying to race us all to the after party. So fingers crossed he's made it there already.
Whew, I made it. Man, let me tell you, that was quite a run. No, but seriously, the weather today has been amazing. And I saw a great tweet today. I would love to just steal this, but I fear retribution from the internet. I did see a tweet that said seasonal affective disorder or like seasonal depression sounds fake until it's 50 degrees outside and everybody acts like they're on a party drug. That's 100% real. Like my neighborhood today, my son woke up, I have a 9-year-old who decided to just put on like a muscle shirt. I was like, bro, you know, it's like 30 degrees right now at 7 o'clock in the morning as you're getting ready for class. He's like, nope, don't care. And so he's like outside teaching himself to break dance. This is a new thing in my house. A 9-year-old white kid teaching himself to break dance. And it's really entertaining and inspiring. So occasionally I'll be like, hey, come teach me a move. And that never works out well at all. I'm still, if you noticed, I kind of like did this on the way in here. No, but it's not been good at all. And I'm hoping that I can learn something, like at least how to floss, but it hasn't happened yet. We were practicing. Speaking of Emily is making it back, and she has been cracking me up. The thing nobody knows about hosting these awards, especially when Emily Tucker is involved, is the best part every year, 3 years running, is like the 20 minutes at the end of the show where Emily's just backstage and we're doing like backstage banner with Emily. And I have learned so many things, including in the last 3 minutes, I have learned that last night she had a dream in which she was well, hold on, I got to say it how she said it. I had a dream last night that I was VP, and I was like, VP? And she was like, VP of America. I was like, so you were Kamala Harris? And she's like, no, but I was in the Biden administration, and I was getting stuff done, Brian. So I do have to say, Emily gets stuff done. And this whole group who has helped put this award show on really gets stuff done. Allison, Dealey, of course, our fearless leader. We are so thankful for her, and she is a rock star. And right now she's pretending to be in a conversation, so I won't call her onto camera so that we can all moon over her. But she's the best. And Emily's pretty awesome too. So I'm going to pitch it to Emily for some more thank yous, and then we'll do the final stuff of the night in just a few. VP of America.
Here she is. She's here. Congratulations again to everyone who won this evening. Your work was amazing. This is the first step in the National American Advertising Awards, which is a 3-tiered advertising creative competition held by the American Advertising Federation. Our winners have the opportunity to move on to the Districts Award this spring. And we'll be in touch in the next few weeks about how you can get your hands on your awards. This is the first year we've never been able to hand you an award. So more to come on how we will get those to you. But before we announce tonight's People's Choice Award winner, AAF-Louisville would like to recognize and thank the following sponsors and supporters of this year's awards. First up, thank you to Field Trip. Thank you to Corbel Champagne, No Ray Bar, Lay for this evening's hostess, and Louisville Business First and United Mail. A huge special thank you to our production partner, Media Pros Production. Media Pros has helped us tremendously every step of the way and made sure that we provided a really excellent virtual experience for you this evening. He should be a little bit aware that I'm going to embarrass him and call him on to camera right now, but I want to introduce and just say thank you to Braylon. So all of you can see him and thank him with a virtual round of applause for all of his work. He has certainly been the savior for us in this very challenging year.
Thanks for the introduction. I appreciate that. Just want to say it's awesome to work with this amazing group of people to pull this thing off. It couldn't have been done without their help. So I just want to say like kudos to everyone that's been involved in this production. And yeah, I mean, who we are, Media Pros Productions. We do everything from live streaming to video production. But one of the cool things we're doing right now is we're actually starting a new company, Ujima TV Productions, which is a platform for people to be able to learn about people of color's perspectives through video, whether it be live production, whether it be like film. So that's kind of something I definitely, you'll hear more about it as we move forward, but want to at least share while I'm here. I have a little shirt on right now, so you guys see it. But yeah, I just want to say this has been awesome. I'm glad to be involved with this, and yeah, great job everyone that won. That work was amazing. Yeah, awesome.
Thank you so much again for being our savior this year. We also wouldn't be doing it right if we didn't take a moment to thank our 2020-2021 American Advertising Awards Committee for their hard work in such a challenging year. So thank you to Rich Barber, Monica Bischoff, Beth Brown, Christine Zissel, Brian Eichenberger, and Karen Weaver. The person who wrote the script left her name strategically out of it. So let's give one last huge thank you and virtual round of applause to Allison Dealey, an amazing executive director. This was certainly not the year that any of us You all have all exceeded our expectations. You've stepped up in ways that we didn't think we were going to need in this year. So thank you again for all of your hard work to the committee. Now I'm done talking. I'm going to go back to my VP of America job.
Emily Tucker, everybody. She's the best. So we do have the People's Choice Award here. I was just handed the envelope. And the winner is La La Land. No, I'm just kidding. How many years in a row can I do that joke? This is probably the last one, right? Okay, so I am really excited to think about what next year at the American Advertising Awards is going to be like, right? Because we've been missing each other for like an entire year. We're all going to be vaxxed up. It's going to be awesome and it's going to be wild. And I just wonder if, like, as everybody gets vaccinated and we start heading back into the real world, are we going to start doing are we going to do in reverse what happened when we went into the pandemic? Because, like in the pandemic, we all started gardening and riding our bikes and doing all these things from like 100 years ago that we had forgotten we could do. So are we just going to quit doing all of that and just start hitting buffets again? Because if so, I'm your guy, call me. All right, People's Choice. You ready for this? The people have spoken and the people have said mightily. For the McAtee and Taylor posters, Mightily takes home People's Choice tonight. Congratulations to Mightily. Congratulations to you, all of you winners. Congratulations for sitting through another live stream and looking at this dude. I'm ready to party with you very soon. I'm like in the, I think, is there a group Z for vaccinations? Because they're not handing them out to me. I'm in that group. But when I get it, I'll call you. We'll kick it. And I can't wait to see you next year, where we can laugh again about the time last year when Stuart Ezrock told me that he was really upset that his Corona stock was tanking. Hopefully it will recover fully and everything will be back to normal and we'll be able to party again soon. So congratulations to all the winners. Happy Addie Awards to you. Happy spring, and we'll see you next year.